Welcome to Bristol Motor Speedway, qualifying underway for the SRX Race of Champions. This is the open race. 8 of these drivers will move on to the final race. Looks like we have 10 cars here, so 2 will have to wait and see how many of our main event drivers show up. If they all show up, 2 will go home. 2 or more miss out. Everybody makes the race. Trevor Traco, top of the boards, 33. Red OG, top of the charts on his first lap. Second lap slightly slower, so he'll stay at that 15.161 mark. Quinn Newton out on track, a low drag SRX machine, number 5. Oh, across the line, gets 4th place, and then smacks the wall. Daniel got black flagged. Mikey waiting to roll out there. Check out on Daniel. Daniel's just doing burnouts. Daniel doing Daniel. There's Ethan in the 8. A Joker machine. 4th quick on his first lap. Looks like he got right up by that wall, knew he wasn't going to get it, so he backed out of it. Ethan sits 4th after his 2-lap attempt. See if Edwards, Llewellyn, or others will roll. Llewellyn and Edwards both sitting at the end of pit lane. 2.5 minutes to go in qualifying. Ian running late. Wife logged in. Traffic is shit. Oh no. Sorry to hear that, Ian. Mikey, thanks for the resub, my friends. I like how you just said E. Just going E. Ian with a resub in traffic, no less. That's fucking impressive to get your 2-year anniversary in traffic. My goodness. Mikey on his first timed lap puts down a 15.43. That will put him 6 out of 7. See if he can improve on lap 2. Yes, he does. 15.114. Shoots him to the top of the boards. I'd say that's an improvement. Picks up a half second, goes to the top of the charts. I don't know if we're going to see Deech, Hoytsma, Llewellyn, or Montrose for the final minute. Ian probably still in traffic. We'll see you on Llewellyn, Hoytsma, and Deech. Final minute ticking away and no cars on track. I think we are done with qualifying. Oh, maybe. Deech is heading out in the 07. I have 11 drivers here, by the way. Oof, right up at that wall for Michael Deech. Wraps around 3 and 4. Back to the line. First lap, 15.6. Settle him in 7th, I believe. He didn't hit the wall. He may have hit the wall. Lap number 2. 15.34 should be 7th still. Able to beat Jonathan Legger right at the end of qualifying. Deech will start 7th, Legger 8th, Llewellyn 9th, Montrose 10th, and Dave Hoytsma 12th. As we had another car sneak in there. So now we have 12 cars. 12 cars, 8 automatically move on. The other 4 would have to wait and see who shows up in the main event, see if they get a spot in the main. This is the open race. Top 8 move on automatically, so the bubble right now is Jonathan Legger, Dalton Hayes. Hayes was the last one to sneak in there. Mike Edwards, your pole sitter in the 14. Great lap by Mikey. See if he is in chat anywhere. He is. Michael DG, you got a copy?
Hi.
Well, you done fucked around and got the pole. How'd you do that?
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
Perfect. None of us know. You look like you kind of threw away the first lap, and then the second lap you just found a whole half a tenth out there and blistered a lap down and took the pole.
Yeah, I was about to spin it the first lap. It was very loose, and then the steering is so strong on these. I've had my force feedback like half of what I normally run, and it's still a handful.
Well, Tan 4, congrats on the pole here in the Open. Just got to be in the top 8 to move on. How do you think the strategy is going to play out? Are you going to kind of play conservative, or are you going for the win?
Yeah, I might as well just go for the win. Do what Ian did last week in Charlotte. I think it was last week. I don't know. I don't know what day it is anymore. Metallica here, Metallica there. I'm tired. So try and stay out front.
Yeah, brag it in there, huh? All right. Well, congrats on seeing Metallica so many times and getting the pole here in the Open race here at Bristol Motor Speedway for the SRX Open. Good luck to you. Someone just blew up on the grid. That's kind of funny. Anyway,
Yeah, I heard that.
good luck out there. We'll see how it plays out in these next 25 laps.
Thank you.
Mike Edwards, I'm going to leave him now. Bye. I was in his chat, so I can't move him anywhere. Someone blew up on grid. That's crazy. I don't know if we have the thing set up to tell who that was.
Now.
Hi everybody, good luck. 25 laps, top 8 automatically move on. The rest of you sit and wait and see who shows up for the main event. You could still get in. Hope you guys have some fun. Short race, 25 laps. Cautions do count. Have fun. And cheers everybody. Woo! Drink an energy drink. It tastes like peach rings. It's very peachy. Peachy. All right. Getting ready for the Open. See up in your top left, SRX Open 8 move on. 25 laps. Should we get ready to see that pace car get out of our way? Turn them loose here, Bristol Motor Speedway. Oh my goodness. Green flag out in the air. We are underway at Bristol Motor Speedway. We have all kinds of crazy things happening at once. Whew. 25 laps to go. Short little race. Just got to be in the top 8. Yeah, we get our first caution before I can even figure out which end is heads or tails. Looks like it may have involved Dalton here. I think Dalton got right up underneath Deech. That was a weird one. Let's get the old drones out. Does he make contact and it makes the nose push down to the track? I can't really figure this one out yet. It's in the back of Deech. All of a sudden it turns haze. And I think Dave kind of ate shit trying to avoid it. Daniel on the apron gets into the door. Dave's trying to avoid him and catches the barrels. Oh, poor Dave. That is going to do it for Dave's night. Dalton on the pit lane. Daniel getting repairs. So that makes the 8th place battle between Legger and Hayes, and they're both on the pit lane. Excuse me. Edwards the lead. Ryan Files second. Bill Rivard third. Trevor Trago fourth. Quinn Newton fifth. Ethan Evers, Michael Deech, Jonathan Legger, Dalton Hayes. They trading positions on the pit lane. Interesting. Take a look at him from the backside so you can see Shrek for Mike Edwards there on the 14. Ryan File with the OG Gear Blue machine. Guy has a legal car this week. Bill Rivard, a Taco Bell car. Starts in that third spot here on the restart. Trevor Trago, the red, the OG Gear car, starting in fourth. Quinn Newton, no drag machine, starts fifth. Ethan Evers with the Joker car, starts in the sixth spot. Always a cool car. Michael Deach has his call-off Deach Racing machine starting in the seventh spot. Jonathan Legger heading back out there. In the Big C Zycast car, he'll restart eighth. Dalton Hayes got as much damage fixed up as he could. He's heading back out. He'll restart ninth, still in the lead lap. And Daniel Wallen, looks like that car has broke a motor. Sits on the pit lane, currently 3 laps down. Unfortunately, Montrose did not make it in time for start this race. And there goes the pace car down the pit lane. It's going to be Edwards and File at the front of the field. Daniel Wallen has appeared to retire from the race. Transfer battle. Dalton Hayes, last one in right now. Jonathan Legger be your first alternate in that Big C's diecast machine. These cars bottoming out quite a lot. Oh! Is that Quinn Newton smacking the wall? Low drag car in the fence. Not where you want to be. Top three have opened up a little distance over Trevor Trago in fourth. Bill Rivard and Ryan File go now door to door for second. Oof, Ryan File in the fence hard coming out of turn number 4. They do kind of sound like bicycles in the car. Well described, Script. Dalton Hayes has gone around, and Jonathan Legger is there with him. What happened? Oh, Hayes lost it on his own. Coming out of turn number 2. And Neo able to come to a stop and not run over him, but Dalton Hayes losing it all by himself. Spins the Scooby-Doo ride around. That would be lucky dog for Daniel Llewellyn, but he is not on the track. So all 9 cars still running, still in the lead lap. Neo with the W, yes. Didn't hit him, didn't arc or break him. Able to stop in time. Good job, Neo. Mike Edwards led every lap so far. See which 8 of our cars move on. Montrose finally has made it out there. Maybe he could run enough laps to move up ahead of Hoytsman and Llewellyn, and if 2 people missed the main event, Montrose would actually move on as the second alternate. We need Mio in the main. Right now he's looking good. Tally, hi. Thank you so much for the follow. Appreciate you. Hope you're doing well. Pretty sure I know who you are. If your Discord name is also Tally. Light's still on the pace cars. We got at least one more pace lap to go before we get them back to green flag action. Bill Rivard in the Taco Bell GTA Autos machine. It's a throwback. Apron is very bad, Hayes. Don't do that. Don't apron. Oh my gosh, I'm seeing the 2026 Ram truck and I'm just, oh. It's not good for my pants. It's so pretty. Excuse me. Don't know where that came from. Jeez. So rude and gross. My bad. Bad streaming. Don't be burping. Jerk face. Jerky McJerk face. Pace car, getting out of the way. We're getting set to restart here. Be 10 laps to go when we hit the line. And green flag back out in the air. Mike Edwards. Race off with this win. Drift back through the field a little bit. They've gone single file. Bill Rivard. Oh my gosh, caution again. This time it is Deech around. What happened to Michael? Another one doing it all by himself. Coming out of turn number 2. Michael Deech has gone around. Running out of laps. Well, let's give Ian Montrose a lucky dog. Ian has passed Daniel Llewellyn and Dave Hoytsman. So Ian Montrose has moved into the transfer spot. Or not right yet, but he has a better chance of transferring. That's what I'm trying to say. Over Daniel Llewellyn and Dave Hoytsman. We already are fairly certain Trenton's not showing up because he said so. So that would move Michael Deech in. And if one other driver doesn't show up, then that means Ian Montrose is in. Jonathan Legger transferring in on position right now. In the top 8. Also on the pit lane. We don't limit the tires on this, so if you want to come down and get them, do it, but you're going to the back. Rivard and Mikey side by side. Rivard actually credited for leading the last lap just because he was ahead of Mikey at the line. Fortunately for me, we don't have points for this, so it doesn't matter. I don't have to go back and adjust that. These stats don't even count for the open races. They do for the main. They don't for the open. Hoytsma of the Dave variety and Daniel of the Llewellyn variety out of the race. They will finish 11th and 12th. Have to wait and see if 3 or 4 drivers in the main event don't show up. Lights out on that iRacing sedan. Pace car heads down the pit lane. Green flag back out in the air. Mike Edwards gets a hell of a jump. Jumps up ahead of Bill Rivard. Ryan Files going to try to take second on that inside lane. Meanwhile, Dalton Hayes just spun out. He's back up to 5th. These cars bottoming out like crazy. Rivard hangs on to second using the outside lane. Dalton Hayes has Quinn Newton looking to the outside. Quinn looking to get to the outside of Trevor Trago. A hell of a job on that high lane. Oof, got the wall there. The Goon Squad runs 3rd and 4th. Just ahead of low drag Quinn Newton and C2X Dalton Hayes. Oh, we got a spinner. It's again Michael Deech. He's going to take Ian Montrose and Ethan Evers and Jonathan Legger with him. Michael Deech once again losing it. He is taking the toe this time. Gonna get down that apron and around it goes. Ethan Evers arc breaking Ian Montrose in the rear end, and Jonathan Legger wanted to not be left out, piles in there. Well, this series, the Open does not have green-white checkers, so you guys are done. Just so they know. Top 8 move on all the way to Jonathan Legger. After that, Deach, Montrose, Llewellyn, and Hoytsma. Keep an eye on who shows up in the main event. Neo is through on the transfer. Edwards, Rivard, and File. Get our interviews in here quick. Well, you done went and won the damn thing. Congrats on the victory here in the Open. Moving on to the main event. How do we feel about running the double feature tonight?
Yeah, I don't think you can really pass well, so it should be a clusterfuck.
It looked like the high line really started to come in there towards the end. Do you think that's going to be a viable line through the 40 lappers?
I don't know. I tried it in practice quite a lot, and I just can't really turn these bulldozers in the corner. Maybe. I don't know. I guess we'll have to see.
10-4. Good luck in the double features.
Thank you.
Check down Ryan in the waiting room. And Bill, DG, you got a copy?
Hi.
Hi. You finished second, right? I'm not crazy or anything.
Yeah, I got second.
Perfect. Well, congrats
You're
on
gonna
moving
hear
on.
me, like, struggling. I have to fix my brake pedal.
All right, so that's going to be what the sounds we're hearing, and we're going to assume it's not something else that sounds much more sinuous.
Oh, Jesus, bro. Come on now. I'm alone. What do you think I'm doing?
Exactly.
Fair enough.
All right, well, congrats on that P2 and moving on to the final. How do we feel about double 40-lap features here at Bristol tonight? You think passing is going to be a thing? The high line maybe coming in?
I think the high line is going to be everything to hold people off. Track position is going to be everything here, and then just not tagging the wall when it gets too tight, when you burn your tires after 3 laps.
Well, try not to burn your tires after 3 laps. Try to make it to 4, maybe even 5. You know, give her a little bit of time to feel it before you blow your load there.
Hey, man, I never claimed to be fucking a stamina man. Although I would argue I race different, but...
Go on.
Hey, I mean, what do you want to know?
It really does sound bad, by the way.
Oh, I know it does. Now I'm gonna start talking even lower, so that way it's more sensual.
Oh no, let's just move on with life after this.
Oh, you want to move on? Okay.
Yep.
I thought maybe you would enjoy it.
It's not you, it's me.
Damn, it's the first time I've heard that.
All right, man. Good luck in the double features.
All right, but see ya.
Oh, that's one of the weirdest reviews we've ever had. All right, let's bring in Ryan File. Ryan DG, got a copy?
Yep.
Well, he brought it home on the podium and had a good, nice little run there in your perfectly legal paint scheme this week. Proud of you guys.
It looks a lot better this week, I'll say.
It looks great, honestly. I mean, just, being honest, it looks fucking fantastic.
Hell yeah, just out here running some extra practice laps. Gotta get as much as I can. This
Yeah, you didn't get
car-
much green in this race, so you got to learn in the post race, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, not that I had much of a challenge behind me, but yeah, just kept some position there. I mean, I lost one spot, but it's all right.
Is what it is. Now you move on to the main and bring in the champions that are locked in. How do we feel about double features in Bristol here?
I don't know. It seemed like Rivard had some speed there on the top. Maybe the top might work. Maybe, I don't know how it's going to work to pass somebody, but being in front of them and holding them off, it should work pretty decently.
Yeah, Shavard and Newton both were making some passes up high, so might be there.
It's going to be interesting. I mean, 40 laps, it's going to be a lot more tire oriented than that, hopefully, in that little stint there. So, maybe we'll make things interesting, pit with 5 laps to go and see what we can do.
Yeah, I mean, you get unlimited tires, so pit whenever the hell you want to, right?
Hell yeah.
It's only track position.
And that don't mean nothing.
Quite the dilemma. All right, man. Good luck in the double features. We'll see what you can do. Ryan File giving us a quick chat there as we move on to the main event, so we can Jump out of here. And move back on over to the main. Anybody needs to get accepted, let me know. Should be good to go, but just in case. Load! Load faster. Yeah, it's taking its sweet time to load. Very, very sweet time. Try again. Never seen it take that long to load that page. Ba ba da ba ba. Get music back in for a little bit. What should we play? Up from the bottom sounds good. There's Diego. There's Casey. There's Lucas. 3 of our champs. 3 of our 6 locked in drivers are here. Yep, you gotta move on to the other one, Neo. If you have to apply to it real quick, and then I'll have to accept you. Yeah, Trenton said he wasn't gonna make it, so I'm pretty sure 9th place is in, which I believe was Deech. I don't remember, but I believe. From the bottom. And if a second one misses it, then Ian's in. Nope, nope. There we go. I forgot what I was doing. Oh, we need to make sure people are accepted. Waiting up from the bottom. This is such a good concert, Mikey. So glad you decided to let me go. It was so fun. Oh, we got a Ethan, we got a Trevor, we got a Deech. Let me get your number set. Ethan is the 8, Trevor is the 33. Deech is 07. Alright, you're all set. All 3 of you. Alright, 10 minutes till we decide who is here and who is not for the main. I'm working on it, Neo. Alright, Neo, you're in. You are in. And now we have 9 of the cars. 9 of the 14 that made it on. The fell in the concrete jungle. So, Mike Edwards, Bill Rivard, Ryan File, Trevor Trigo, Quinn Newton, Dalton Hayes, Ethan Evers, Jonathan Legger all move on automatically. Pedals are fixed, says Hunter. That's good. So, Bill should be good to go. First Ultimate, Michael Deach. Trenton's probably not coming, so Michael Deach is probably good to go. Neo winning this? That's unlikely. In the concrete jungle. King. Ye of little faith. I mean... yeah, blame me. You have to take the gear out and put it back in every 4 weeks or so. Jeez. In the concrete jungle. Not 12 right now. I think Hayden also said he wasn't coming, but don't quote me on that. Yes, now we can listen to the full thing.
Thanks, Casey.
You're welcome.
Damn!
That didn't work out too good.
He just punted the fuck out of him. Be me. Yeah, position. Alright, that way we can keep the results if we need. Well, at 12. Who's missing? I counted Ian in that 12. No Hayden, no Trenton. That's 2 spots open. Quinn Newton's supposed to move on. Haven't seen him come in yet. And then Beach and Montrose would be the final 2. At the moment, with no Trenton and Hayden, the top 8 from last race, plus Ian Montrose and Michael Deach would be racing tonight. Now run him over. Let's relaunch our theme real quick. Oh my gosh. Dalton's running around the infield. Driving through all the haulers. Hitting the people. Dalton's a reckless menace. Perfect. Good thing you scan the infield now that it doesn't exist. 5-minute mark hit. Let's look see who's here. Alright, the 07 and the 1 will race. Here we go again. Not as good as last time. Let's wait for the 5 and the 07 to join. We'll have 14 cars. As we intended it. That I'll never see again. Car Spark can make sure you put your offset to +20. Blake, you good?
I don't think so. That looked like that wreck when they had the Legend late model race there.
Dalton not making it. Quinn's made it in. And one more car. 07. 07 Omega each. And your broke ass siren, that shit you call art. Fuck. Oh, Hayden showed up a little too late. La da 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 da. F you and na da 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 da. Shit you call art. It's Bristol, yeah, it's probably gonna be shit. Oh, that's right.
Can I get a black clear? Disqualified.
5 black flags right now. Six black flags right now. All right. All right, all right.
Greg.
Yeah, I thought
Random,
Montrose taking Lowell's spot.
random qualifying. Blake Giglio gets your pole. Whoa. Why? What? Let me up. What is happening? The system is revolting. It's being weird. Okay. Rear chase. Rear chase. Rear chase. Rear chase. There we go. Pole sitter Blake Giglio, the number 16, starts on the front row alongside Trevor Trago in the number 33. Ethan Evers in the 8 car starts alongside Diego Iturbe in the 88 machine. Michael Deach in the 07 had a lot of issues in the open. Hopefully he's got that figured out as we move into the main. Quinn Newton starts alongside in the number 5. Casey Graves in the number 4 starts in that 7th spot alongside Bill Rivard, the purple and black number 10. Dalton Hayes has the blue and white, number 47, starting in 9th. Lucas Weissma, the purple and gray, number 97, starts 10th. Ryan File in the blue and black, number 18, starts 11th. Hayden Law in the blue, white, and yellow machine starts 12th. Ian Montrose, the green and chrome machine, starts 13th. Mike Edwards in the green and black starts in 14th. And Jonathan Legger in the blue and black starts in 15th. There goes the pace car diving down the pit lane. Green flag out in the air. We're underway here at Bristol Motor Speedway in the first of our 2 40-lap feature races. Blake Giglio's going to jump to the early lead. Look back further in the pack. They're getting close to 3 wide back there. Ryan File, Dalton Hayes, Lucas Weissma. Side by side they go through the first lap. Michael Deach washing up the hill. Casey Graves looking 3 wide. That's not a good idea. Casey Graves got pinched down a little bit. Now Dalton Hayes is stuck in the middle a little bit. Oh! Hayden gets into the outside wall, then turns Dalton Hayes down the straightaway, and that's going to bring out our first caution. As I mentioned, 3 wide, not a good idea. My warning went unheeded, and we get our first caution. Get a quick look at what happened. See Graves on the bottom, Hayes in the middle, and Hayden Law sends Dalton around. Hayden definitely got the wall again, and that just gets him down into Dalton. I don't know if Dalton was even going to make the turn without that, so a bit awkward. Bit awkward. Make sure Hayden has the server drive through, so let's take a look at our penalties. That's plenty of time. Someone said they only had a certain amount of time in sim. I'm like, wait a minute. I think we have plenty of time. Well, that's alright. Song stuck in my head. Blake Giglio is your leader in the number 16. Chugging energy drink right now. There's Blake. The red and chrome car. Trevor Trago in the 2nd spot. Ethan Evers up to 3rd. Diego Iturbe in 4th. Quinn Newton, Bill Rivard, Lucas Weissma, Michael Deach, Casey Graves, then Hayden Law, who I think we have to give a drive-through to. Here. So I was looking at penalties from last week. Caden's the only one that had a problem. Yeah, so he gets drive-through.
Taking the top.
Alright, Blake shoes and top here. We're getting set for the restart. Giglio on the high side, control car. Trevor Trego on the inside. Try to react to the launch. And Ethan Evers third. Diego Turbe fourth. And green flag back out in the air. Blake gets a great jump. Will clear Trevor Trego. Ethan Evers settles in at the third spot. You have Quinn Newton and the 88 car side by side, which has to be awkward for Quinn. And instantly, instantly our second caution.
Absolutely no skill here.
Hayden just goes right down across Ian's nose. I guess he thought he was clear. There's definitely a machine there. Ian was not conceding the corner. And that was crazy. Dalton's fun trying to avoid it. I was wondering what happened to Dalton. They didn't think he was involved. He just kind of spun to avoid it. Hayden drops down in front of Ian and Dalton doesn't hit anything. Jonathan Lager comes to a stop. Ryan File, Ian Montrose, and Hayden Lowell all go around at the tail of that. He had to think he was clear, right? There's no way he would do that on purpose. Wow. Well, that was something. The red car is still out front. Blake Giglio and Trevor Trego 1 and 2. Ethan Evers in the Joker machine in third. And then Quinn Newton, Diego Turbe. The road racer out here on the short track of Bristol in the top 5. Pretty cool to see.
Top.
Blake once again choosing the upper lanes. We should get the 1 to green here. It's going to be Giglio and Trego front row. Blake gets a heck of a launch coming out of turn number 4. He takes off. Tries to bring Quinn Newton with him. Quinn's going to get to the outside of Trevor Trego. So he can keep that nose in there.
Hey, at least you didn't take anybody out that time.
Ryan File instigating as he always does. Oh, Trego gets up the hill into Quinn Newton, gets him sideways, and that gets Bill Rivard out of shape, collects Ethan Evers, and they are all crashing after Trevor Trego sets off a chain reaction there. And
yeah, that's on me. I got way tighter than I thought. I didn't realize you were that low.
There is his reply. Quinn made it out of there okay, but all hell broke loose behind him. On board Mike Edwards here. There's everybody getting out of shape. Oh my gosh. It's mayhem. Absolute mayhem. That's good news for Hayden. Hayden has served his drive-through and he is back out there. Only 1 lap down. Pretty fortunate for the timing of that yellow for Mr. Lowell. Michael Deach out of this race. Jonathan Legger 13th, last car in lead lap. Ryan Filey and Montrose, Casey Graves, Ethan Evers. They're going to come down and fix some damage. Shows Blake Giglio on the pit lane. So he's pitting from the front of the field. I guess he wants those tires by the end. I think that may end up being a mistake if they can't pass. We'll see. We'll see how it plays out. I'm excited. We're going to go back and look at Ethan through that crash time or two. The red car, Trevor Trago, going to drift up the hill, get into the 5, turns him sideways. Bill Rivard wrecks it, trying to avoid it. And then all hell breaks loose all around him. Jeez. Rivard got punted back straight by Diego, then spins again, trying to avoid Ethan Evers. Dalton had to have a great eyeful for that one. Behind Mike Edwards. There's the initial contact, and there's Bill Rivard getting out of shape trying to avoid all the wrecking. Here's several cars sliding across the track. Bill Rivard tagging in there. Dalton just kind of picks the open lane on the outside, and suddenly he's 6th. That's fun. It's like Trevor's choosing top. Hayden has served his penalty. It's only 1 lap down after a drive-through. He should be able to get back into this race. I highly doubt there won't be another caution. Trevor with a huge launch over Quinn Newton. Uh-oh. The 88, Diego Turbage, spins it out, and I believe he alt that forward. I believe Diego alt that forward.
Problem is, even if you're on the break and you do a good job, other people may not. It sucks. Just the car is terrible. The brake's more of a suggestion.
Hayden, able to avoid everything, should get the lucky dog. It's the mid-pack plate bumper cars there. That's the best way to describe what the hell we just watched. Guys just piling up in there. I know these cars are rather hard to stop. They don't do that instant stop on a dime kind of thing that some vehicles will do. These are not those kind of cars. They will not stop like that. There goes Hayden getting his lap back, and he will be back into the fight. You did. I mean, I knew it would be when we put Bristol in the schedule, but you know. The SRX is supposed to run at some short tracks, so we did Bristol and South Boston. The dirt track at Lima Land. We have a road course, and then we have Charlotte. $18 to go. Trevor's out front. Feature number 1. Remember, we're going to invert the field and run them again. So we're only about a quarter of the way through this race. Trevor choosing top again. Quinn Newton will start on the inside. Then Mike Edwards inside. Lucas Huisman outside. Huncho's inside. And Graves outside. Lowell shows 8th at the moment, but he'll have to slot back to the last car in lead lap. Diego Turbe out of this one. Road Racer had a decent run going, decent qualifying as well, but did not have what it takes to run in the pack. Ends up back in 14th. Waiting for the green flag here at Bristol. And there it is. Trevor Trago getting the launch over Quinn Newton. Lucas Hoyce from a pretty decent start from that outside line. He's going to get to the outside of Quinn, and that could be trouble for Newton. That outside lane. Where Quinn Newton, speaking of trouble, loses the car. Slides into the inside wall, knocks the nose off of it. Doesn't hurt anyone else's race, but that's probably going to be a pole for him in the next race, or at least top 3. Lucas may have just scrubbed the wall a little bit, but he still had enough speed to power around the outside of Trevor Trago, as Lucas had 14 lap fresher tires than Trevor Trago does. We have Trevor Trago, Mike Edwards, Casey Graves. None of those cars have pit, nor has Ian Montrose. Those cars all battling up in the top 6. Blake, really good run, gets past Montrose. Now working on Casey Graves. The outside line's definitely there. Here goes Mike Edwards to the inside of the 33 of Trevor Trago. Edwards wants to pick up another spot. Ooh, going to get tight coming off the corner. They make contact, and Edwards and Trago come together. And Trago gets shipped into the outside wall, and Mike Edwards gets into him. And Montro's not happy as he is collected again.
I'm amazed this car is still even together.
There's Trevor Trago. Oh, and Bill Harvard clobbers him. Hayden does a great job missing that. Sure, Trevor Trago kind of pissed after that. Let's see what could happen differently. Well, it's kind of tough. It's like some hard racing side by side. Mikey thought he had a little more room at the top. Trevor came off the wall a couple of inches. I'd probably 50-50 that one if I had to make a call right now. Fortunately, we can slow it down and look at it more later. What is EO doing? Is this related or unrelated? There's that. Oh, Bill backed up into him. Well, okay then. Meatballs on the 33 and the 5. Those cars could be in for lengthy repair. We'll see. Hopefully it's a short repair. They can get done under caution and get back out there and get to it. Hit me who? Bill Rivarden is in. Backed into you. Check where the pace car is. You see Ethan Evers on the pit lane. There's the pace car. Working through turns 3 and 4. Not looking good for Trevor's. He is going to go a lap down. And Trevor Trago 12th. Quinn Newton 6 laps down now in 13th. Diego Turbe out of the race 14th, as is Michael Deach in 15th. Those two cars have retired from the event. 13 still in the running. 2 of those on the pit lane with meatballs, 12th and 13th place. And then everyone else is on the lead lap, 11th up to the top. Race car heads off. Lucas Hoyce gets to jump over teammate Blake Giglio. They get gone from the field. Mike Edwards in that second spot. Oof, Dalton Hayes hitting the wall coming out of 2. Ooh, a little contact between Casey Graves and the 18 of Ryan File. File sends Graves up the hill. Going to cost them at least one spot. Montrose there to try and make it 2. Dalton Hayes, Hayden Lowell battle for 7th behind him, and those two have had quite a tumultuous background. Hayden all the way on the apron to get the nose inside Ian Montrose, but Montrose gives room once he got it there. Three laps remaining. Lucas Hoisman, Blake Giglio, Mike Edwards, your top 3. Continue to watch this fight back here in the field because it is entertaining. Mike Edwards, Blake Giglio, meanwhile, battle for 2nd. Oh, Blake hit the wall. Went across the line with 2 to go, now 1 to go. White flag in the air. Lucas Hoisman has the advantage as they head back to turn number 3 as we're watching a battle for 2nd. Blake throws it on in there. Mikey gives him, hard contact.
I was trying to miss it. Sorry. Oh my god, what the fuck is going on?
And Lucas gets the, oh my god, that was the finish for 2nd. Lucas gets the win, and everything after that was pure chaos. What the hell? Look at this mess coming across the line, and Hayden gets 2nd. Wow. What in the world? I don't even know who got 3rd. Y'all are gonna have to help me on that one. Guess I can look, can't I? Wow. Hide all. Bring this back up. So we gotta figure out who the hell just finished 3rd. It was Ryan File. Alright. Hayden 2nd. File 3rd. Let's go grab Lucas. Lucas. There he is. Well, it was nice and calm for you out in the front there, Mr. Lucas. Able to get the victory here in the first feature. What's it going to be like trying to come through the field for feature 2?
I don't know, man. That was crazy. I don't know what happened coming to the line there. I think Hayden's lost his crown for causing the biggest wreck in SRX history. That was a heck of a wreck right there. But no, yeah, I was surprised with how much speed I had at the end. I thought Blake with the slightly newer tires was going to run me down, but I don't know. I think something's going on weird there, so we're going to have to keep an eye on that. But now we're starting dead last. Can see if we can go through all 13, 14 cars.
Yes, sir. Good luck to you, and hopefully we're talking to you at the end of the feature 2.
Thanks, sir. See ya.
Lucas Hoisman giving us the quick chat after winning feature number 1. Now we track down Mr. Hayden in the 56. Hayden, what the hell was that? Coming back to the line. Man, oh man. You got the penalty. You went a lap down. Then the yellow came out the perfect time to save you from going 2 laps down. Then you got the lucky dog. You're fighting back for position. And by the end of the damn thing, you come across the line 2nd, going through all kinds of hell in the last lap. What in the world was going on out there? All that Hayden's
not really sure.
There he is.
Yeah, I don't know. My internet's kind of acting up today, so yeah, I don't really know. That race was something.
It was a race. It did occur, and it was a race indeed.
So yeah, I cleared Ian there in a 1 and kind of just coming down to try to get position, and just stuff happens there. Yeah, come back through and just kind of have the chaos go my way and finish 2nd. Pretty good points night, but not relative to Lucas. Said that a million times.
Right, best of the rest kind of deal. But man, what a perfect way to describe that. They just lucked out through the chaos to get up there. It's Bristol, baby, right? That's all you got to say. But congrats on the P2 there in feature number 1. We'll be coming back from the back again in feature number 2. So you've proven that's able to be done. We'll see what you can do with it. Good luck.
I can do it with no damage this time.
Yeah, I doubt that's happening. But good luck.
Yeah.
Hey, let's go get Ryan in here. Ryan DG, got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Well, we brought it home P3 there in feature number 1 and looked like it was pure chaos. Tell me what your perspective was coming to the line there.
I mean, Michael Edwards was spinning like a Beyblade. He clipped my right front, absolutely tore it to shreds like a dirt late model, and I just spun the shit out of Blake. Kind of just kept my foot in it, and I came out 3rd. So, you know, happy to earn my way into the race and earn myself a top 3.
Yeah, it looked like on the replay there that was pretty nuts. We saw Mike Edwards bounce off the wall, come flying at you, tore up your right front. Into Blake Giglio you went, just as you described. And damn, what a finish. Just he got passed right at the last second across the line.
Just want to thank Dalton Hayes there for the awesome push there to the line. Without him, I probably would have finished closer to last than anything else. So, you know, it was a great push and got me what I needed.
There you go. Co-opetition. Gotta love it. All right. Congrats on that podium finish, and good luck coming from the back here in feature number 2.
Thank you. Thank you.
Ryan File dropping in, giving us a quick chat. Appreciate all the drivers being available during warm-up. Before we move on to the feature number 2, remember they get full points in both features. So 2 races every night, 10 races total by the time we get to the end of this thing. What a party that was. My goodness. That was just something at all times going on in that race. And we got a few seconds left. Yeah, about 20 seconds left as we head into feature numero 2. Mikey had a packet loss, but fortunately it was during the warm-up and not the actual race. Woo! I don't know if y'all like the big game energy. It's not bad. You get at the dollar store. That's why I get it, because it was cheap. I am on a streamer budget. Woo! Yeah. Bip boop. My headset needs to be plugged in. Bip boop. Never driven 45 wheels east to the right before? Damn, Bill. That's wild. That's wild. All right, grid them up.
Hey, Casey, how do you like that? Your cage rattled there at the end of that one.
Yeah.
The what?
The what?
I rattled your cage. Oh, yeah. That was probably the only way you're going to get behind me was doing that.
Yeah, that's Bristol, baby.
I just short track race.
Get that intimidate button. Everyone moved out my way.
Zabba-dabba-da-dabba-dabba-da. I have so much random stuff going on. The energy drink's kicking in. I have no idea what's going to go on in the second feature, but hey, we're here for it. I don't think our top 2 are showing up. Michael Deach and Diego Turbe were out of the first feature, and I don't think they're coming back. So it looks like we're going to have 13 cars in feature number 2, and your front row will be consisting of Quinn Newton and Trevor Trago. Row number 2 will be Mike Edwards and Bill Rivard. I don't see Blake Giglio. That 16 car not appearing on track. Ergo, row number 3 will be Jonathan Legger by himself. Row 4 will be Ethan Evers and Dalton Hayes. Row 5, Casey Graves and Ian Montrose. Row 6, Ryan File and Hayden Lull. And then Lucas Hoyson. So 12 cars with Giglio not gridding. Not sure why Giglio is not wanting to party tonight, but that's okay. Neo got the best odds of winning. Neo is sitting in 8th right now. So the field is in the control of Quinn Newton. Surely with only 12 cars, this will go decent, right? Surely. I still can't believe Hayden took the penalty, got the lucky yellow while he was serving it, and then got back on the lead lap and finished second. Wild. Green flag back out in the air for feature number 2. 40 more laps on the scoreboard. Quinn Newton gets to the jump, brings Mike Edwards up to second. And he's getting chaotic back in the middle. Oh no, Ethan Evers has gone around. Oh, Hayden just obliterates him.
Sorry, man. It ain't never got loose like that.
Ethan Evers self-spin. Hayden Law just annihilated him. Lost the nose off of
If
Hayden's.
you
Oh!
looking at him,
Pace car's drifting through there. Quinn Newton just hit the wall as the leader, I think.
You look clean.
Quinn Newton has broken that car from the lead. I think Ethan Evers made him poop his pants, and Quinn hit the wall trying to miss him. Hey, Ethan just comes up the track right in front of Quinn. Quinn makes a hard right to miss him, hits the outside wall, and that breaks the race car. Unfortunately, Quinn Newton done after caution comes out while he's leading. Unfortunate for Quinn. Feature number 2, unkind to the 5 car. Well, that sends Hayden Lola and Quinn Newton to the pit lane. Neither one has meatballs, so they ought to be able to fix the damage if they have enough time. They're not going to be forced to stay there and lose several laps. See how long it takes them to fix them up. Jonathan Legger rolls into his pit box as well. Newton rolling back to his box. See if those cars can fix up some of the damage. You only get about 30 seconds at Bristol. Not a whole lot of time. So Michael Edwards in a Shrek car takes over the race lead. Trevor Trago now in second. Bill Rivard third. Casey Graves fourth. And Ryan File, your top 5. Dalton Hayes is 6th. Lucas Weiss was 7th. Ian Montrose 8th. See a little scuff on the nose, but so far better than last of the races for him. Ethers returns to the pit lane. Quinn Newton has gone 1 lap down. Hayden Law has gone 2 laps down. Both of those cars don't show meatballs, so they're voluntarily taking the laps to work on their cars. There's so few cars on the lead lap, it might be worth it to fix up the damage here and then take the repairs and try to get back on lead lap later on. Hopefully there's multiple cautions, but we're running low on cars. There's only 9 on track. Green flag back out in the air. Mike Edwards gets the launch over Trevor Trago. Bill Rivard trying to stick the nose in, does not get there. Trago holds on to second. Rivard now battling the 4 of Casey Graves. Graves, the defending champion of this series. Won the SRX series last season. Lucas gets by Ryan File and moves up to 7th. Rivard going to look inside Trevor Trago. Lucas Oyster right on the fence. Lucas all the way up against the wall. Gets alongside Casey Graves. Trago brushed the wall a little bit, and where he caught it allowed Bill Rivard to have the momentum and speed and sweeps around to take second place away from Trago. Go through the field a little bit. Mike Edwards continues the lead to the number 14 Shrek. Taco Bell 10, Bill Rivard, as it hits the wall, running in second. Lucas Soisa in third. Trevor Trago fourth, and Casey Graves is in this wild battle with Dalton Hayes. Ian Montrose, Ryan File, Casey Graves, quick to apologize to Dalton as he cut off the nose of that Do SA car. Man, these cars sound so good. Dalton Hayes working on Ryan File. Hayes down low, File up top. Jonathan Legger watches on. That's 7th, 8th, and 9th. Kind of the closest action we have right now. Oh, right when I go to look away, they want to go side by side. Ryan File and Casey Graves plus Dalton Hayes and Jonathan Legger. Hayes holding off Neo for now. Looks like the outside lane is going to prevail for 4 car of Casey Graves, so Single file, they go back here. Let's move back up towards the front. Edwards, Rivard, and Hoytsma running 3 different lines. Fun to watch the differences in their choices of lanes. Side by side go the purple cars, Bill Rivard and Lucas Hoytsma. Bill just ever so slightly tagged the wall. Lucas running that inside lane, keeping those left side tires right on the yellow paint. This side gets up a lane, then diamonds it down. Running a bit of a Harvick line. Doesn't enter quite as low as Harvick would, but still drifts up, but maybe 2 tire widths, and then straightens out the exit. Bill Rivard hanging tough on the outside line in that Taco Bell GTA Autos car. Oh, Dalton Hayes and Jonathan Leger battling like hell for 8th. We're reached halfway here in feature number 2. So far it's been all Edwards. We're getting a green flag run in. How's the race going tonight? It's pretty Bristol-y. Hasn't been horrible though. Lucas inside Mike Edwards. They're going to make a little contact. And Lucas goes to the point. Mikey goes back to second. Bill Rivard wanting to try and keep up with Lucas. Tried to find a way around. Could not find it. Edwards now second, trying to hold off Bill Rivard and attack Lucas Hoytsma at the same time. A little further back, Trevor Fago in 4th, Ian Montrose in 5th. Then a really big gap back to Ryan File. Got a full second between himself and the car ahead, not counting the lapper. It's Casey Graves 7th, Jonathan Leger at 8th, and Dalton Hayes is 9th. Hayden Knowles out there in 10th, Ethan Evers on the pit lane is 11th, and Quinn Newton also on the pit lane in 12th. 16 laps to go here from Bristol Motor Speedway. Thunder Valley in Bristol, Tennessee. Some of the parking lots are actually in Virginia. That's how close it is to the border. Trevor Trago, Ian Montrose. Oh, they make contact. Ian with a quick apology. Having been a one of Goons, I know what a lot of people on that team have to say about Ian Montrose. If Ian knew those things, he probably wouldn't have apologized. Just saying. Hayden, a lap down. We're trying to have some fun racing with these guys, you know. When you're 15, 16 laps down, all you really got is just the on-track positioning for funsies. As long as you aren't screwing somebody's race up, no big deal. Montrose really wants that 4th spot from Trevor Trago. The one car keeping the pressure on. That outside lane usually has to run off the corner, but if he could ever clear him and get that car all the way to the top line, Montrose would be able to take it. These 2 lines really couldn't be much more different. Trevor all the way to the top, right up by the wall, trying to find that little bit of extra speed. Ian Montrose right on the bottom, trying to do it with finesse and momentum. 9 laps to go from Bristol Motor Speedway. Lucas Hoytsma continues to lead now by 2 seconds over Mike Edwards. Edwards has Bill Rivard in 3rd, and then Trevor Trago 4th, and Ian Montrose hotly on the tail of Trevor Trago. Best action, best battle on track by a long shot, almost a full second. Lucas continues to try and stay out of the reach of 2nd and 3rd. So we now watch the 33 of Trevor Trago and the 1 Ian Montrose 4th and 5th. Duking it out. 7 laps to go. Bristol.
I mean, you wall right at the exact time now.
We got a new wall riding claim. Definitely tagged it a few times.
Is Dalton Hayes in this race?
Yes. And into the wall. And that seems to be stretched back out. Ryan File trying to close in on the 1 of Montrose. File gets to the inside of Ian Montrose. Oh, they made contact going down the straightaway. Montrose exited that corner really, really, really low. Ryan Vile.
Same thing everybody else does. There is a way of getting past people without touching.
And he like just tried to spin me. It looked like I don't know. It's kind of weird.
Lucas Hoisman going to bring it off turn number 4, and Lucas gets the win in feature number 2. Dalton Hayes is in the wall. Mike Edwards second. Then Rivard, Trevor, File, Montrose, Graves.
That was fun.
Legger and Hayes end up 1 lap down 8th and 9th, and Hayden Knoll brings it home in 10th. Ethan Evers 11th, Quinn Newton 12th. Then not in the race, Michael Deitch, Diego Turbe, and Blake Giglio. Lucas going to burn it down here in feature number 2. Well, hi.
Hello.
Hello. Oh my gosh. You did the thing. You brought it home in first. There were some moments where it was a little, I was just gonna say a little bit scary to get back up there, but you're able to do so without incident too much. I see a little nudge on that right front, but it wasn't too bad. What was it like out there trying to get back up through the field and getting back to that point?
Oh man, it was crazy there for a while. I mean, that wreck happened right in front of me. Was able to dodge down to the apron. And that, I think, got me up to like 4th or something, and then just used that high line, kind of drove around everybody. I think everybody kind of expected the tires to fall off worse. So I just kind of drove the crap out of it on the top and got the track position. And I think the middle line was maybe better in the later run, and that was helping me out a lot because I really had inexplainable speed down the long run. I don't really know how I did it, but yeah, somehow something I did worked.
We're putting it on a t-shirt and we're coining it right now. Lucas Hoisman has created a new word and I like it. Unexplainable. instead of inexplicative. Love it. Love it. We got new words. We're making our own language, damn it. Lucas Hoisman is your winner here in feature number 2 at Bristol in the night race in the SRX series. You got those friends, family, sponsor shout-outs for this victory?
Yeah, as always, Quinn and 712 Brakes. Poor Quinn was up front and just got taken out. Poor guy. So, you know, he still had a strong run. Proud of him. Everybody on Low Drag, you for broadcasting, putting this whole thing on. I've really enjoyed it so far. And everybody else for racing tonight. It's a ton of fun.
Yeah, and we didn't get overly toxic tonight, so it wasn't horrible. there was some instigation, but it wasn't horrible.
Yeah, it was pretty good there.
All right. Well, congrats on that. And while you're here, because I like to let you brag about it, go ahead and tell us about your 2 series coming up next season.
Yeah, it's I'm scared. I'm scared of what's about to happen. But you know, yep, got double the undertaking. I was already overwhelmed. But here we go. Wannagoon's Cup Series on Wednesdays. Schedule's out if you want to see it here in SRL Discord. And then you got the 712 Brakes Gen 4 Series. Those Gen 4 cars coming out very, very soon. I cannot wait. So
they better make let me make a Dodge, or I'm gonna fucking riot.
Yeah, I feel the same way with Pontiac.
Especially after I just saw I don't know if it's AI or what, but when I saw that 2026 Ram truck, oh my god.
Oh yeah, that's at least we'll probably actually get that one.
Right? I may have creamed my pants a little bit. It looks so good. Oh my god.
Hey yo!
All right, well, congrats on that victory here at Bristol. I know you love them short tracks. We're headed off to the dirt. How do we feel about that coming up next week?
I'm gonna suck really badly. Fair warning. I'm glad I built up points tonight because I'm gonna need them next week.
All right, man. Fair enough. This is one championship you don't have yet. We let one go to Casey Graves, and one to that Blake Giglio fella. Blah.
Yeah, that guy. He can't make it through one night, can he?
I know, right? And I hired him in a driver. What a moron I am.
Yeah.
All right, man. Get on out of here, and we appreciate you so much. We'll see you later.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Lucas getting the win here. Let's see who we got in the waiting room. We got Bill Rivard and Mike Edwards hanging out up there. Let's get some graphics moved about, and we can go get him in here. Mikey in the 14. Michael DG, get a copy?
Hi.
Hi. Well, you did great in the open, and you darn near won this thing. You got it up to second, even though it was 4 seconds behind Lucas. We'll omit that part. Congrats on the strong run in feature number 2. What is it about Bristol? I thought you were more of a Dover guy, but here you are, Bristol showing up.
I mean, I'm decent if I can stay out of crashes. I was second on the white flag the last race, and Blake kind of got in front of me, and it just snapped. It was the weirdest thing. Would have finished second probably there, too. I don't know what the hell Lucas did, but that was impressive.
He just took off. And yeah, you're the second car I saw do that, where like it looked like the nose all of a sudden just loaded up really hard, and the back end got light, and that happened to Deech.
Slightly loose, but it wasn't like I was sliding through the corner. It was just a slight little bobble, and it just died.
Fascinating.
I wasn't really loose at all. Maybe first lap in practice on cold tires, but yeah, that was weird. It was disappointing because I started 14th that first race and made my way all the way up to second. Can't be Lucas.
All right, well, the hell with your racing. Nobody cares about that. Tell us about your Metallica concerts. What was your favorite moment across all of them?
Lead singer.
Showed him your Shrek tattoo.
Yep. He posted that to Instagram. Apparently I bought VIP tickets for Metallica in Charlotte, so it was a whole like VIP section with unlimited refills and all that. Yeah, it was just I took an hour off of work and bought whatever tickets I could get closed, and it worked out.
Well, if you want to go VIP to Falling in Reverse, let me know, because I'd love to get Ronnie to sign my diecast.
That'd be cool.
It would be. All right. Well, congrats on that awesome second place there. And we had a lot of fun at that Linkin Park concert, by the way. I was thinking about that a little while ago. It was so much fun. And I thanked you on stream. I don't know if you were listening, but I did.
yeah, that was fun. I glad we got good seats because the seats we had were total ass. So it worked out pretty well.
It did. We had really bad seats. And they're like, hey, free upgrades. Like, cool.
And we actually got a ticket stub from it. You don't see those anymore.
I know, right? Everything's all digital. So now we got a little scrapbook memento. Pretty cool.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, man. Let me know when else you want to go to. We appreciate you. Congrats on that P2. And get on out of here. Enjoy the rest of your night. And who knows? Maybe we'll see you on Sunday now that, what's his name? Neo made you a race car.
Yeah, I'll stick with the Golden Eagle probably. It's a respect thing, I guess you can say. I'll show up eventually again.
One of these days. All right, bud. Congrats on that P2. Get on out of here. Enjoy the rest of your night.
Thanks, man. You too.
Mr. Taco Bell, Bill Rivard, Bill Nye, the science guy, bringing home P3 in the old throwback GTA Autos car.
It's kind of weird calling it a throwback at this point, but it is.
It is. It's ancient.
What, 2 years? Something
Yeah,
like that?
so fucking old. Almost as old as we are.
Oh, fuck that. Dinosaur over here.
Oh, man. All right. Well, congrats on that podium finish in the number 10. You've always been kind of a short track guy. How was it out there for you tonight?
Oh, I mean, it's fine. Out of all the short tracks, Bristol's one of my least favorites. I really don't like, especially now that it's all like middle and top line shit.
Yeah.
I miss the old days of bottom lane.
I'm with you there.
But, it's still a short track, still a lot of fun. And as long as you can, hit your marks, you're usually pretty good. Race Lucas for a little bit there. That was fun. But overall, it's a pretty lonely race.
A lot of crashing going on, but much of it this race was behind you. What was it like that
Yeah.
one big wreck early on, though?
Oh, in the first race?
Yeah.
Or I don't know, man. I just saw him start going. I tried hitting the brakes, and I had my brake bias down to 36.6. So when I hit the brakes too hard, it just spun me, and then I hit the field, and it just did. It was just bad. So.
Rip.
Yeah. I mean, I tried basically ripping the fucking brakes off this thing at that point. So.
Good times.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to call it good times, can we just go to Watkins Glen, please?
It's 2 weeks from now. We gotta go dirt first.
Oh.
If I put Watkins Glen first, you would just run that and not show up the other 4 weeks. So
That's not true. That's not true at all.
Yeah, good times.
In Watkins Glen, I'm gonna end up fucking binning it on lap 4. And
see, that's the thing with you in road courses. You're very fast over a lap or two, but you can't keep the consistency. So I don't know why you look forward to it.
Because there will be a day where I can put it all together. I don't know when that day is, but it has gotten better since I started racing more road courses. I did really well in ARCA at Watkins Glen this last season. So
you know what I'm looking forward to?
What's that?
I want to see how Diego Iturbe handles this car on a road course, because he's the road course guy, the road course champion this season. So I want to see how he handles this beast on that track.
It's not a GT3.
Definitely not. Definitely not.
And all I know is I was getting fed up when I was behind him because he was leaving the biggest gap on the restarts, and I was like, I swear to God, if you don't go, I'm gonna spin your ass and I'll take this week's suspension. I don't care.
Well, it's like that's another thing. Like in road racing, that's kind of what you do. The road cars restart a little bit of a gap between themselves.
Yeah, no, we stack.
Yeah, on the ovals, we're nose to nose. Well, that's not good.
Yeah, I mean, it's just a difference of philosophies, and it's all good. But
that's what makes this kind of thing interesting. Getting people to do disciplines they don't normally do. So I think it's fun.
Seeing him on the dirt's gonna be interesting.
Yeah, I'm gonna die if he just whips your ass.
Oh, that'd be amazing. Honestly, I'm okay with that. Let it happen.
I'll laugh so hard. All right, man. Congrats on that P3. You got the friends, family, sponsor shout outs before we get out of here.
I don't have any friends or family anymore. I'm a lone wolf out here, so.
God, you haven't changed a bit. Fucking emo kid.
Not really. I used to have friends. But...
That just means like your sad boy vibes. You still got them.
I mean, when you're depressed, that's all you got. Come on, man.
Fair enough. You get to get interviewed though, then it's awkward.
Yeah, a little bit. But
you're like the most cheerful, depressed kid right now. I don't know how to handle this.
I think the most cheerful, depressed when I won the ARCA championship. That one was pretty good. I think I almost died from a heart attack on that one.
Dalton said we need to Talladega instead of the Glen. I think we do that as a fun race, maybe. We'll keep the Glen.
Gotta have one road course. Come on now.
What if we get rid of? I don't want to get rid of Sobo because these cars were like made for Sobo,
Oh yeah, that's the home track of these basically.
So like my idea, maybe we just run a 6th week that doesn't count for points, and we just throw them in Talladega and have some fucking fun, Open it up to everybody. Let's do it.
Yeah, let's go for it. Fuck it.
There you go. We'll look into that. Congrats on that P3 finish. We appreciate you coming out, and hopefully we'll see you around sometime.
Yeah, definitely. I'll be trucks and ARCA. That's what I plan on running next season. So
maybe we'll get you into one of these Sunday races that's an oval, because I know you committed to the road courses, but.
I already told you I'd run the other tracks.
Yeah, 3 other ones, but I miss you. I want to see you more often.
You don't miss me. It's fine.
I do miss you. Oh, and I figured out what happened to Outlaw's wheel.
What?
The motherboard fried and it took the wheel with it.
You know what? I'm not even. Okay, cool. I got fucking nothing on that. I don't know how that happens, but
You know, I don't either, and I'm not a computer nerd, so I don't question it. You know.
The motherboard doesn't send power spikes.
You know, I'm not going to question it. Maybe the
You know what?
motherboard
Yeah,
caused
yeah.
the power spike.
No, let's just end this interview before
He said
it gets worse.
He said it took his mouse and his keyboard and his wheel. I don't know.
You sure it didn't just fry the USB ports?
I don't know.
Because if the motherboard goes, the USB ports go.
I don't know. I'm computer idiot.
I'm just okay. Let's end this. Wrap it up. Wrap it up. We're out of TV time.
All right, we'll put some Diablo sauce on it for later. Get the Taco Bell reference in their little Baja Blast, and we'll move on with life. Congrats on that P3 finish, and yeah, we'll steal some cars later. Have a good night.
See you, bud.
Killer fart. Having way too much fun in our interview there, and even the imagery knew to wrap it up. Okay, we're having fun. Yeah, let's look at our final results so we can get on out of here. It's just going to be from Feature 2 because, well, it doesn't let us have enough time to do it from Feature 1. Lucas Hoytsman, Mike Edwards, Bill Rivard on podium in Feature 2. Then Trevor Chago, Ryan Filey, and Montrose, Casey Graves, Jonathan Legger, Dalton Hayes, and Hayden Lowell. Then final page, Ethan Evers, Quinn Newton, Michael Deitch, Diego Turbe, and Blake Giglio. Congrats to everybody on the podium finishes there. Hope you guys have a great, wonderful, fun rest of your night. This one interview has gone on longer than all of Fox's post-race coverage of 2025 is a wild statement that I think is probably not that far off from being accurate. They have to get all the commercials in there, and, well, they just choose to not have post-race coverage to do that, or really any race coverage at all, because they really suck at it. Thanks, everyone, for hanging out tonight. I hope you had a great time. I think that's pretty much going to do it. Do you guys want me to stay on and do racing? I might do that. We'll give camera more dirt and road and dirt. Dirt and road. Dirt road and road dirt. Oh, man. I think we're going to do a little racing tonight. But we're going to end the YouTube. If you want to come hang out on Twitch, head on over there. It is twitch.tv/DGSwish. Thank you guys so much for watching over on the YouTube. We appreciate you so much. Hope you all have a wonderful rest of your weekend. We'll see you back here for Sunday's race. Thank you, and good night. All right, that ends the YouTube. I don't really want to do the whodunit on streams because, well, people get really mad when you do the whodunit.